Your house is finished, ready for you to move into, start bringing the furniture in. Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the building process. Are you happy with your house?
Yeah,
Happy
absolutely delighted.
Oh,
Yes.
great, that's good news. Is it the way you expect it to be? Like when we were drawing the plans are always different to the actual finished product. Is this how you expected it to be?
Yeah, it's
Or
how
better.
I imagined it.
Yeah.
I think you always fear that you've got an idea in your mind that doesn't eventuate, but I think what's happened is this is probably a little bit even better than we were hoping, so the things that might have gone wrong haven't gone wrong, and very happy with how it's turned out.
Oh, great. And the process itself, having weekly meetings with Gavin, how did you get on with Gavin and having weekly meetings with him? Was that helpful? Was that able to address issues and
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
concerns
definitely,
week by
definitely
week?
helpful. Yeah.
Keep on top of everything, you know, you've always got something, an opportunity to raise things on a timely basis, so we always know we can always raise it with Gavin on the Tuesday. And he's very approachable and full of suggestions each time too.
Good. What are you going to do on your Tuesdays now? 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
Have a sleep
Sleep
in,
in.
perhaps.
And the co-construct, we've got a web-based communication system, co-construct. How did you find that? Was that easy to use? Was it helpful?
For us, it was one of the highlights of the process, was having everything in one centralised spot, knowing where everything is, knowing where what people have agreed on, so that there's no disputes.
Question, answer.
That's
Question,
right.
answer.
And having the pictures in there so you can visualise it, having the plans there, not having to remember where all the papers are because they're already scanned into there. Having everything in one spot has been really good, and being able to share it with other people so they can take an interest too.
And both of you had access to the same documents. You could see everything. That's great. Now, last question. I want you to cast your mind back to before we started all of this. What were your biggest concerns, fears about tackling a building or a home renovation project?
Just horror stories of
Horror,
cowboys.
yeah, everyone's heard horror stories.
Yeah.
Things not being finished or getting to a certain stage and then not being finished. Quality of the work. It's easy to sell someone into buying something, but then to actually deliver what they're actually wanting is another thing altogether.
So what made you go ahead in spite of all those fears?
I think we went with what we felt on an instinct was you were a good person to work with. We got that from the meetings. You're very professional and full of good ideas. We actually had, when we initially consulted you, our idea was totally different to this, and you actually
and your
showed
ideas
us
take
the
a
way.
little bit of getting used to. So yeah, there were several sessions.
That's
we
right. So having the
discussed those with.
firming up what we actually wanted, what was practical, having a fixed price so we knew it wasn't going to blow out. They're probably the main things.
Okay. And the design process, was it helpful being involved in the design? Because I designed a little bit differently to most people. We worked together on the design. Was that helpful?
Yeah, it helps to visualise what it's going to look like, and I think once you've got that right design for you, you can. Well, I felt I could just walk through that design. You know, it was already in my head, and I was living in that house already. So that's. Yeah.
Again, it's more of a partnership because it's our ideas, but you're then making it more practical and making it functional. Yeah.
Okay, well, fabulous. Enjoy. Gavin, do you want to have a quick scan of the room? The boys are going to play ping pong and pool and TV games and computer games.
Air conditioning, blinds, say hello, don't be shy.
It is a fabulous looking room. I wouldn't mind having one of these in my house.
And then you've got one.
Gavin wants one in his house.
I just want a house.